It's your girl, the Grown Woman Gamer, and today I'm going to be talking about the most recent development in the Suns Pelicans series, with Devin Booker being ruled out for games 3 and 4 due to a hamstring injury he sustained in game 2. Before I get into that, you know what you need to do. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, comment whether you agree with me or not, and don't forget to share if you care. Game 2 of the Pelicans-Suns series was tightly contested, even when Devin Booker was playing, due to outstanding offensive performances by CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. While Devin Booker was having a great night on offense, scoring 31 points even before he sustained the injury, the other Suns players posted pretty average scoring numbers. Chris Paul had 17 points and 14 assists, and Mikal Bridges had 19 points and 6 rebounds. As for Deandre Ayton, he had 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And herein lies one of the biggest weaknesses that I see with the Suns. I've said it before and I'll say it again. As Deandre Ayton goes, so go the Suns. Whenever Deandre Ayton is having a good game offensively, the Suns tend to win. They need to be able to count on him for at least 20 to 25 points or more in order to win a championship. Do not get me wrong. If both Chris Paul and Devin Booker score 30 plus points, that puts the Suns in an excellent position to win against any team in this league. Still, Deandre Ayton has to be reliable for scoring in the postseason, especially if they're playing without Devin Booker. The supporting cast will have individual nights where they put up big numbers. Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges might surprise us and give us 30 here and there, but I've never really put Deandre Ayton in the same category as these role players. I've always believed that Deandre Ayton is a superstar in the making. I recognize that he's still young and he's still learning and growing, and there has to be room for growth, but this is an important moment where he could take control of this situation and show the entire world just how great of a player that he is. Now, without a consistent scoring option in the paint, where you're obviously going to be getting the easiest, highest percentage shots, you then have to rely on jump shots for the majority of your scoring. And because both Chris Paul and Devin Booker, two of the more effective scoring options on the Suns, get the large majority of their points either off the dribble or just further away from the basket, someone has to pick up the slack, and 9 times out of 10, that will need to be Deandre Ayton. And yes, I recognize that in today's NBA, a lot of teams play through the three-point shot. And that's a great strategy as long as your shooters are making those shots. But if your shooters are having an off night, there is nothing like having a guy who can get in the paint and dominate and keep you in the game. No matter how sexy the three-point shot is, there are easier shots, and big men like Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis who can get those shots consistently are invaluable in games where your shooters are struggling. It goes without saying again that the impact of losing Devin Booker for these next 2 games is tremendous, especially now that the series moves to New Orleans. Still, I believe the Suns can win this series, but they'll need to do 3 things. Number 1, the Suns have to limit Brandon Ingram to less than 25 points. This is incredibly important because they don't really have a defensive answer for CJ McCollum. In Game 2, Brandon Ingram almost put up a triple-double, with 37 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. CJ McCollum added 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists himself, and the Pelicans were just too much for the Suns to overcome in Game 2, especially after they lost Devin Booker to the hamstring injury. And if we're being brutally honest, we have to acknowledge that the Suns guards are not likely to stop CJ McCollum from getting what he wants on offense. The matchups are always going to favor CJ, especially when he's matched up against Chris Paul. The Suns need to therefore try to stop or limit Brandon Ingram, and I believe Jay Crowder is more than capable of handling Brandon Ingram, just like he did in Game 1. You're not going to stop Brandon Ingram from scoring at all, you just need to lock in and limit him to no more than 25 points. Number 2, again, Deandre Ayton has to play well offensively. Like I've said, the Suns will go as far as Deandre Ayton takes them. When Deandre Ayton is firing on all cylinders, the Suns are virtually unbeatable. If Deandre Ayton steps up and the role players do everything that they can to contribute on offense and defense, There's no reason why the Suns can't beat the Pelicans even without Devin Booker. The third thing is very simple: don't panic. No one understands the significance of this moment more than Chris Paul. He is a seasoned veteran, a true leader, and he's been in all types of postseason scenarios. I believe that he can help the Suns regroup. The Suns just need to play smart on offense, be aggressive on defense, and slow the game down so that they can get better shots and generate more offense through Deandre Ayton. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Can the Suns win against the Pelicans without Devin Booker? And if so, what do you believe they would need to do in order to be effective? Don't forget to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, comment whether you agree with me or not, and don't forget to share if you care. I'm out.